So one of the most commonly asked questions that I get whenever I'm teaching guitar lessons is how to remember all of the notes on a fretboard. And if you take the guitar's fretboard, it gets really complicated because you can have the same note in different places. And that can be confusing when you're trying to learn how to sight read as well. So I'm hoping this video can give you some insight on how to tackle this issue. Alright, so the first thing we have to do with the guitar is learn the notes of the strings. So we have E, B, G, D, A, and E. Next, what we have to do is we can realize that the low string and the high string are both the exact same pitch. They're both E's. After that, we can try and simplify it down and find the octaves. An octave just means the same pitch but in a lower or higher register. So if we take the 3rd fret of the E string, we can find the same note 2 frets above on the 5th fret of the D string. And again, we can find that note 3 frets above on the B string. Right there, you've learned the notes on 3 strings. If we start on the A string, say we go to the 5th fret, we can find the same note 2 frets above on the G string. There we go. You've now learned all the notes. So whenever you find a note, say on the G string, that you need to figure out, if you're at the 9th fret, you should be able to use the octave and go down to the A string, and you should be able to kind of work it out from there relatively to what it is. So I know that that is an E. And that's a very simple way to get started learning the notes, just by using the octaves. After that, there's a couple different exercises I like to teach. So if we take a regular C major scale, I like to tell people to play 1 note per string, and it creates this cycle. So we would do C, D, E, F. And I usually tell people you can't play past the 12th fret and you can't play any open strings. So this really forces you to think about where all the notes are on every string, and you're not going to play the same note twice. After that, you want to take the chromatic scale and you would play that the same way. 1 note per string, don't play past the 12th fret, and no open strings. So C, and so on and so forth. So those are just a couple of the exercises that I like to teach people to try and help them figure out where all the notes on the strings are.